Good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Gamester TV, broadcast to you live on mixer.com/GameStar. Hit the follow button there and give us a follow at the moment. We picked up a follower during the broadcast, Casley, and thank you for doing that. So our next match is just about ready to go. It is going to be the Janitors on COG versus the Rise Against, Team Rise Against on the Swarm. And I see everybody's in the lobby, so we're good to go. My name is Crisis, and I'm joined once again by Made in Oz, who not only has been casting today, but has also been handling all of the on-stream lobbies. So shout out and thank you to Made in Oz. Made in Oz, what are your expectations for this match? Rise Against. Yeah, I mean, if quick maths was how things worked out, Mind Freak beat the Janitors 7-0, and Rise Against were beaten by Mind Freak 7-0 as well. So, all things... You'd almost think they were dead equal, but that's not necessarily the case. We know that Mind Freak versus the Janitors was a very long game, so we expect that they were probably quite close rounds, with Mind Freak just getting on top at the end of each one. So the 7-0 probably didn't quite reflect how close that match was. The Janitors are second seed for today, and so yeah, I think Rise Against are going to have their work cut out for them. Here we go. We're into the map, and we will be heading onto lift, of course. So things moving around a bit, although not really affecting the terrain so much, right? It doesn't actually change the lines of firing or anything. All right, here we go into round number one with the Janitors on the blue side and the Rise Against on the red side. We're following Lords as we get the first rollout. They're heading towards B. Got Fred from Subway there. They're going to meet Legacy, Vibrate, and Science AU as the smoke goes down. And there you go, Fred from Subway gets onto the board, gets the first frag of the match against Legacy, Vibrate. So we're following Legacy Vibrate as he defends C. It's been great, and he's just hanging around right now. He's got a couple of players there in support of him. It keeps ticking over from red, well, it's from being capped towards red, back onto grey. We're sticking with Legacy Vibrate as Dead Zone Clutch AU. Oh, he's got to get out of there. There's a couple of grenades that are coming in, forces him out of his little corner hole there. 2v1, 3v1 in fact, and it's too much. He gets taken down by Clutch AU with the help of a couple of other players from the Janitors, and that is C secure in the hands of the Janitors. Yeah, and what they want to do is roll into A, but it's not quite a hopeless situation. It's a very uneven situation. I think it was 4 versus 2 on that hill, and the Cog keep hold of it there, and in fact are going for the triple kill on there. Legacy Vibrate gets to A, but it's just too late, and that's the first round going to the Janitors. Marksa MK1 has been placed as we head into round number 2. So it's still early days right now. Leading the kills, so ruthless, bro, for the... Hang on, we've had a player drop. So the rules, ladies and gentlemen, when a player drops is you finish out the round and then you stay in your spawn until the player reconnects, but there is a 3-minute limit on waiting for that player to reconnect, and if the player's not back after 3 minutes, well, you may start playing again. So let's just make sure that we have none of the players leaving, and they've been very good and very disciplined and not leaving spawn at all. So shout out to both of these teams for knowing and obeying the rules. All right, so we have a bit of a weird situation that's arisen. Boom Navin and Team India apparently are the same team. So they've, for some reason, they've registered twice. And so we've been having buys all day and have not needed to have buys all day because we actually only have 6 teams entering. So I'm going to see if I can delete one of these participants after the match has started. Don't know if it'll allow me. I'll give it a try. Remove Boom Navin. So a bit of chatter in Discord right now, just dead zone confirming. We've got to wait for 3 minutes to go before starting up, and I will call it. Well, Raken defending B gets a good kill on So Ruthless Bro and holds on to things for his team right now. Rise Against hanging in by the skin of their teeth there with just the 1 point. C's going over the way though of Legacy Vibrate and his teammates, so they are going to try and bring it back and get themselves back into this game. Time is starting to run out and we are heading into must triple cap territory, and they're actually making a play for it. Here we are with Legacy Vibrate pushing through. So Ruthless Bro though puts an end to any hopes of capping that A site, and now they're going to roll through the Janitors and try and pick up their own double cap and turn things around ahead for their own triple in turn. All right, almost 6-minute round time for that round. A long round by the scheme of things, but it's still 2-0 in favor of the Janitors. As we head into round number 3, the Rise Against boys get the opportunity to place their own weapon, and we'll see if they go big or go home. We go into round number 3. We're following Fred from Subway, who has a weird Discord name at the moment. Something like Y-Tapping or something like that. All right, not much action coming from Fred from Subway. There you go, Legacy Vibrate comes on in. He's got a Nasher. Fred from Subway just turns tail and runs, doesn't matter. Legacy Vibrate clears him away, gets the frag down. It's a 3-on-2 situation now, and Sport Timers at the moment kind of middle of the road, mate. Yeah, just looking in the wrong direction, I think, and reacting just moments too late as Fred from Subway came through and got his revenge. 3-0 right now. Rise Against still with the donut on the board and looking to place potentially a long shot and maybe turn things completely around. I wonder if they've got a sniper specialist on their team, and taking all day long, hinting that they're going to drop one down. In the final second, they decide, nah, we're not going to put any weapon down. We're going to keep things on an even keel, and that's exactly what they do. As we roll out, we're going to follow It's Pricey as they all do the lol roll to start off. I'm sure it does get them there faster, although it doesn't really seem like it makes a huge difference. Everybody does it though. He throws a grenade down. It's smoke. He's got So Ruthless Bro coming out of the smoke. 1v1, It's Pricey, comes out on top, takes out his man, and the cap goes down onto the Sea Hill. He picks up another one on defense. Now, the Sea Hill is his. Cyan AU with him to keep the defense going. And now with two hills in the hands of Rise Against, they're going for a very quick triple kill. Can he do it this time? It's Pricey, rolls on through, takes out one, gets on down. Is he going to be able to get a second one? He's holding a great defensive position over here as in roll the boys from the Janitors, trying desperately to prevent the triple cap. They managed to do, well, they've been held off of A, but they've Dead Zone in the meantime has done a good job graying out C and then hiding away. Legacy Vibrate comes through, looks to close it down, takes out Dead Zone. He's done the business, and this might be a great turnaround for the boys from Rise Against. Lots of ticks in favor of the Rise Against team. They are well in the lead at the moment and playing out of their skins to get themselves to this position as we follow Raken. And unfortunately, Raken goes down. He's had Gumby right in support there, but Clutch going absolutely crazy at the moment. Takes down two in a row. We'll follow him as he heads on down onto the B hill. It's gone back and forth all through this game, but so far the best we've seen from Rise Against. Yeah, that was an absolutely huge round from Rise Against with a lot of positives to take out of it. They had the Janitors with their backs to the wall. So they'll be feeling pretty good about that, even though it wasn't enough to get a score on the board for themselves. If they can repeat that performance with a few tweaks here and there, they might be able to win things out. So let's follow Raken right now as they head on to their home hill. It's the A hill, and it'll be an easy cap. Lance of Fire exchanged. Gumby Riot got taken down, though, from that exchange as they were capping the fire. We're still with Raken. He pulls out the Nasher. He lines up Dead Zone, but Clutch AU from long range gets him, takes him down, and Dead Zone is there just to use him as a meat shield and not present any sort of target for himself at all.
You're gonna get shot. All right. Man, I love that.
Five and 0 right now. Rise Against maybe a little bit tilted after not winning that fourth round after playing so well and being in a position to take it just by holding a single point. So they still have the donut on the board. Cyan's looking to play something down and playing it safe, really. It looks like at the moment, just getting the frag grenades and setting things up from there.
Picking me up, am I coming through okay for you?
No, you're coming through fine for me, but there was a button that hadn't been pushed, so my apologies, and thanks for giving us that note. everyone. It's good to know someone's listening and missing your voice, mate.
That's it, yeah, I had a couple of people, so I've got a couple of fans out there. So just jumping back into it now, we are on 20-second respawns with nades being put down after that round. So pretty standard fight here on board with Freds and Lords, Fred and Lords down here at the B hill. So ruthless, bro, going massive, get 2 really big kills. 20-second respawns, that can be huge. So if they get this kill here on Pricey without anyone dying, that's 3 members dead now for Rise Against. So I'd imagine that the team of Janitors are going to be trying to fly for this home here, get the nades, get the incendiary nades, push over and get the next lot of kills. So really good stuff coming out of them, and the team fire is really on point for those guys today.
Yeah, we followed So Ruthless, bro. Unfortunately, as things so often happen off stream, he got a massive 3 in a row. As soon as we started following him around, what he did mostly was run away from people and now get himself fragged by Legacy Vibrate. We're going to stick with Legacy Vibrate as he heads on over to the B hill. No, he changes his mind and changes it once again. He's going to support Gumby Riot on that B hill as they hold on to things and get themselves in parity and now into the lead, holding those 2 points for as long as they have.
Yeah, so this next lot of systematic defense is really important. And what I mean when I say systematic defense is you need to have certain lines to fall back to. So if they break the first line and you're still alive, you need to be able to drop back. So Legacy Vibrate did just that, was holding up, got the first kill. Now he knows he can fall back to his next line of defense. So it's good stuff coming from him. He's thinking ahead. He knows where he needs to be, when he needs to be there. So Legacy Vibrate's playing really well. He just needs to try and get his team to help him a bit and fire on the same sort of cylinder as he is, and they should be able to go toe-to-toe here.
Still with Legacy Vibrates as he holds on to B for dear life. The other points have gone the way of the Cog. He's now getting out of there. He doesn't manage to get away in time. He's going to get gibbed by So Ruthless, bro. Gumby Riot arrives is a little bit too late, I think. Gets taken down by So Ruthless, bro. Nevertheless, and now the focus moves on to C. It's the only point in the hands of Rise Against. They've been doing really well in this round. Once again, holding on for much longer and in fact having an advantage earlier on, but it is not to be. So Ruthless, bro, comes through. Now he's going to push through. Legacy Vibrate has a chance to try and restore things, but comes in amongst 3 players and gets beaten to death with the backs or with the butts of those rifles. And we're now looking at match points for the Janitors.
Yeah, so just on that, obviously, we're going into new halves now, so all the weapons in the hills have reset. The 2 home hills have swapped sides on the street side now, and the neutral hill is over on the east side of things, near towards the deck. So the respawns have reset, the weapons have reset, and the hills have reset. So hopefully this is the breath of fresh air here that the Rise Against team need, and hopefully they can get a couple of rounds on the board. As we've highlighted, it doesn't so matter much if you lose, it does if you lose by a lot. So 2 members go down from your captain the home here. That can't happen. They need to have a more concise team fight. So 3 members dead in 10-second respawns, and they may even be able to get triple caps off this. So they didn't really seem to know where to be looking or where to be going off that break. So it's a bit unfortunate that 2 members actually died off that.
It's Pricey right now trying to get the cap onto E, but there's so much Lancer fire coming across there. He's got some smoke down, but unfortunately too late, I think. There was plenty of line of sight before then, and so E has remained grey throughout, pretty much throughout the round so far. He's now turned his attention himself on putting down some Lancer fire. But right now, Rise Against looking desperate as the Janitors look to close out the game with a 7-0.
Yeah, so I mean, at this point, Janitors have been up to the point where they can win off a 2 advantage. They don't need, 3 at all. The team of Rise Against only just managed to get their first lot of points on the board, so not looking great for them at the start of this round. They're going to need to pick up the intensity a bit and pick up the team fire if they want to be, get a couple of rounds or stay in this game. So Fossey does get a really crucial skill there on Fred. If he can pick another one here on Rufus, he's able to get a quick touch on the hill, which keeps him alive for now, but triple tap domination is coming in, and it doesn't look like they're going to be able to steal these kills. So it looked like there was a bit of miscommunication, a little bit of misfire going on that round, and unfortunately it sort of cost them a bit as the last round. So GG's to them.
Yeah, the Janitors taking the round 7-0. You see there on your screen, MVP Dead Zone with 16. Lords probably with 22 kills. And well, that is it for round number 4. If you've just joined us, this is the Gears Esports APAC Regional Series. Apologies once again for not pressing that button and keeping Made off of stream until about halfway through the round. Now, we will be going to a short break before starting round number 5. And round number 5 will, in fact, be the final round of today. So, once again, because we had less than 8 teams, the Swiss bracket has played itself out in 5 rounds. So, all teams will be granted 7 points for the 6th round that doesn't get played. So a nice little bonus for everybody that's participated today. Yeah, so don't go away. We'll be back hopefully in just 5 minutes as we wait for the other 2 matches in... Oh no, hang on. We're going to take a 3-minute break because the Janitors versus Rise Against was just on stream. It's just finished. Mind Freak have beaten Team India 7-0, and Checkmates won 7-0 over Boom Navin because Boom Navin were a no-show. So a quick 3-minute break while we set up the next match, and then we'll be heading into round number 5.